Evening everyone. Just going to do a quick brake job on neighbour's Nissan Qashqai. Yeah, brakes are worn out, pads are virtually on the metal, so he's not got much life left in the car, so I'm just going to fit some cheap and nasty Tesco value brake pads and discs, and within 6 months I guess it's this vehicle is going to be, well, what I like to call flushed. And special request from a neighbour, he wants me to give it a Viking's funeral. Sure we can sort something out, but anyway, what we'll be needing, let's get you down there so you can see. We're needing a 14mm wrench, because it's Jap, weirdly, a 19mm wrench, caliper wind back tool. I prefer to use Textar Ceratec grease because I think it's better withstanding high temperatures, and copper slip, and some brake pads, and a disc which is over here. Right. Pretty simple process. You start with your 14mm bolts here. Those undone. Shouldn't take too long to do these. Those over there. Bit of force in. Drag that off. Support it up there out of the way. I'll put that. There we go. Don't kink the brake hose because you'll live to regret it. I'm not going to go into details why. The brake pads pretty much down to the steel. Also, you can compare it with the new ones. You can see. Anyway, do that. Next, you'll be needing to undo both of these 19mm bolts for the caliper bracket, and these have a tendency to be quite tight, so let's give it a whirl. Top. Oh no, not quite. So a fairly long bolt, and they're usually tight all the way out. There's one. Two. That's the caliper bracket. Now I'll come on to that in a moment. Now, because I've worked on this car previously, I did do discs and pads on it about 4 years ago, and the joys of copper slip and proper lubrication, the disc just comes straight off. Easy done. Right, where's my wire brush? Make sure the making face is clean on the hub. I'm not going to go into details now to teach you how to use a wire brush or a scraper, because if I need to do that, you shouldn't really be working on a car, you know what I mean? Anyway, right, let me go and get a small wire brush. I'll be back shortly. Now then, with the brake caliper bracket, or the caliper bridge as its correct termination, you've got several mounting points for the pads area, just there. And you need to make sure that these are clean and greased. Now what I tend to do is, I'll just show you, a small brush in between, like so, just to get the worst of it off. Same on the other side. Now, because it's fitting, I'm only fitting cheap brake pads on customer request, friend request. I would normally replace these bits of stainless steel here, because you do get a little bit of corrosion and rubbish build up in between, but it is what it is. I'm just going to make sure that they're extra clean. There's no play or anything like that. I'm going to put some grease on them and build the pads in a bit. Second, these are the slider pins. You need to make sure that they're free moving, and they're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Plenty of grease in them. Like I say, I did fit a fitting kit when I did the pads and discs last time round, so I know that they're absolutely fine. Right, next. We'll be needing the caliper wind back tool, which looks something like this, with very different, well, series of ends. You can do rear brakes with these, caliper wind backs, and all manner of things. And I've got quite a comprehensive kit in the garage, but since this is just front brakes with no location pins, it should be pretty good. Now, I tend to do this before I put the new disc on, so I've got somewhere to perch the caliper. And it's literally just a case of drop it in, do the backwards thread up until it meets both of the forks on the caliper, and you just wind away. Wind the piston in the caliper all the way back until it stops. Like so. Wind it all the way back off. Like so. And now that should be piston, which it is, in the caliper, I'm just about to see, all the way back into its housing. And now I'll clean the caliper, just a bit of cleaning with a wire brush, so I'm not going to mental with it. And I don't think this car's ever been washed since I've owned it. It's absolutely ditched. We'll stick that there. Right, now for the new disc. Let's give that another quick clean at the front. Like so. New disc. What I tend to do is, lift that up there, get some Ceratec grease, squeeze it, and it's a really funny colour, looks like butterscotch, and smear it on the inside edge of the disc. Stop any future corrosion for the next person who's unlucky enough to buy the car. It makes it an easy job for them to get it all off. Anyway, right, slide the disc on, like so. Excellent. Now then, with the caliper bracket, same thing with the grease. In there, in there, in there, in there. Drop that down, smear her in a little bit, like so. Like down there. Where's that go? Like that. Caliper bracket back on, like so. It's back. When you're ready, there we go. 1, 2. So from total ready. Put these back up. So Jeez. We'll make sure we torque these. Or just use your common sense. Tight enough, tight. Now then, pads. The internal one, these haven't got wear indicators on them, so we'll make this the inside pad. Smear a little bit of grease in the inside pad that goes here for where the caliper piston meets. Just put this on the hub. These are a bit of a fiddle, but shouldn't be any drama. There we go. No. There's one. Now, second pad. I'm going to put a bit of grease on the fronts where the pegs or the feet of the caliper touch the pad. Just quickly, like so. Flick around. Like that. Make sure they're meeting, there's no clearance, that's fine. Now, for the caliper, it should just slide straight on like so. Get the top one in first. One, two. And there we have it, quick Formula 1 style brakes on your Nissan Qashqai. Thanks very much.